Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Oh, sorry, I had a problem in my computer actually. So, okay, I'm sorry for late actually. So we can start our class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanang Namaskritam Naranchaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswati Vyasang Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nasta Prayeshu Yavatreshu Nitam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Noistiki. So today is Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 15. This chapter name is Description of the Kingdom of God. So text 16. So Jatraina Israyasang Nama Banam Kama Dugai Drumoi Sharbaritur Srivi Bibrajat Koivalam Iva Murtimat Jatra noi Srayasang Nama Banam Kama Dugoidrumoi Sharbaritur Srivi Vibhajat Koivalam Iva Murtimat Jatra noi Srayasang Nama Banam Kama Dugoidrumoi Sharbaritur Srivi Vibhajat Koivalam Iva Murtimat. So, synonyms. Jatra, in the Vaikuntha planets, Noistrayosang, auspicious, Nama, named, Bonam, forest, Kama Durgoi, yielding desire, Drumoi, with trees, Sharba, all, Ritu, seasons, Sribhi, with flowers and fruits, Bibrajat, a splendid, Koivallam, a spiritual, Eva as Murtimat, personal. Translation and purport written by Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In those Vaikuntha planets, there are many forests which are very auspicious. In those forests, the trees are desire trees. And in all seasons, they are filled with flowers and fruits because everything in the Vaikuntha planets is spiritual and personal. Purport, purported written by Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the Vaikuntha planets, the land, the trees, the fruits and flowers and the cows, everything is completely spiritual and personal. The trees are desire trees. On this material planet, the trees can produce fruits and flowers according to the order of material energy. The trees, that land, the residents, and the animals are all spiritual. There is no difference between the tree and the animal, or the animal and the man. Here the word Murtimat indicates that everything has a spiritual form. Formlessness, as convinced by the impersonalist, is refuted in this verse. In the Vaikuntha planets, although everything is spiritual, everything has a particular form. The trees and the man have form, and because all of them, although differently formed, are spiritual, there is no difference between them. Om Gyanam Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Nama Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Shayangarupa Kadamayam Dadati Shapadantikam Vandehang Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupang Shakra Jatang Shahagana Raghunatanitam Tang Shajivam Shadvaitam Shavadutam Parijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padang Shahagana Lalita Sri Vishakannitamischa Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpataru Bheshta Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanang Pavanebho Vishnavebho Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's text is the 16, text number 16. So, Jatra noi sreshang namo, bonam kama dugoi drumoi, sarva ritu srivi vibhrajat, koivillam iva muttimat. So, there is a few words is important in here. That is, no Shreyasham, that means auspicious it is. Then Srivi, with the flowers and fruits. Bibrajat, splendid. So, actually, this is the discussion points is, first it is description of the Bokunto. Then how can go to Bokunto? So who can go to Bokunto? That is these two things is the discussion point today. So let's see description of the Bokunto Loka. So Bokunto Loka, it is 26,200 26,000 jojonas from the Shatyaloka. So it is a very in upper position, that Bokuntaloka. So in those Bokunto planets, there are many forests which are very auspicious. They have the trees, and trees are giving the flower just like us. But how we get the flowers and fruits, we got in seasonal. But in Bokunto planet, it is all the time, it gives the flower and it gives the fruits. And all the fruits are very juicy fruits in the Bokunto planet. So in the Bokunto planets, the inhabitants of the Bokunto planet, they also fly in an aeroplane with their wives, with their families, from here to there, like as it is like in here. But though there is a wife and husband is there, but there is no sex in Bokunto planet. So that is the Bokunto planet situation. And the bees are singing the glories of the land Lord, and pigeon, the cuckoos, crane, and chakravak, swan, they are also sing. They dance when they listen the prayer of Lord. So they usually dancing and they stop their talk and they usually dance when they listen hear the glories of Lord. So the flower in Bogento planet, which is very, very um, important flower, that is called Parijat flower. Parijat flower and Mandara flower, Kunda flower. There are a lot of Utpala flower. There are a lot of different types of beautiful flowers grown in the uh, Bogento planet, as well as that is the fragrance of this flower is very beautiful fragrance. Also, it was giving. The ladies in Bogento planets, they are very, very beautiful. They always serve the Lord. They are in a continuous serve the Lord. The Lord, goddess of the fortune, Lakshmi Devi, she is always messaging, serving the Lord, massaging his feet and giving him the tulsi garlands as well as the tulsi in the feet. And the fragrance is coming up from the tulsi also. And it is so nice that is in the Boganta planet. So it is very much actually regrettable how Srila Prabhupada explained that the unfortunate people do not discuss the description of the Bhakuntaloka. How beautiful Bhakuntaloka it is. So Bhakuntaloka is beyond all the ignorance or sufferings from it, from the jivas. So jivas do not fall. If the jiva went there, then I go there, then they cannot be fell down. The inhabitants of Bhagantaloka is similar in body to Vishnu, 400 form. Whatever in Bhagantaloka, all the jivas are the 400 form. So I mentioned before that Bhagantaloka is located 26 million jojonas above the Shatyaloka. So there are, we know that there are 14 planetary systems, that is Shatyalok, Tapalok, Janalok, Mahalok, Shargalok, Bhuvarlok, Bhurlok. Bhurlok is this earth. Then Atal, Bital, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, and Patal. So that is Vaikuntha is the 7 sequential gates. There are 7 gates. So the gatekeepers are Joy and Bijoy. So Kumaras, they enter into the, without any permission, they entered into the gate, into the through the gate 7. So then Joy Bijoy became angry. Why don't you take the permission and enter into here? So then there is a some argument was going on at that time. Lord comes and the Lord stop their argument, and the Kumaras gave the cars to the Joy and Bijoy. So as a result, Kumaras they are the actually yogis. They saw the Lord as a Paramatma in their heart, but they never see the Lord. In this case, they came to see the Lord and they saw the Lord. That means that Kumaras got the transformed from impersonal conception to the personal conception of the Lord. That is how it has happened. That is mercy of Lord. And they attained only Shanta Bhakti. We know that 5 bhaktis, so there are Shanta, 5 dosas. So they got the only Shanta Bhakti, and not pure the Daisya Bhakti. They are in a Shanta Bhakti, not in a Daisya Bhakti. Because they are offense to joy and Vijay. Joy and Vijay, their duty to guarding the Vaikuntha. They did not do anything wrong. So Kumaras all on a sudden give the uh, curse to them. That is, so that Kumaraska before that I mentioned that it is the impersonation Gyani, and they used to see the God as a Paramatma in their heart, and by the mercy of Lord, just they are saw the Lord physically. So the gates of the 7 gates, that is the gates of the Vaikuntha, are usually opened only the Vaikuntha Ekadashi. It is once in a day. So there are lines, big lines, that Shuddha Bhaktas line to enter into the Vaikuntha. They stopped all the they stopped the line until and unless that is the 1 year comes in the Vaikuntha Ekadashi. At that time they can enter into the Vaikuntha planet. So Vaikuntha Lok has various names. That is the Paramam Padam, Nitya Vibhuti. That is that there are a lot of Vaikuntha Loka's name. So Vishnu in the predominant deities is the Vishnu with the 400 param in the Vaikuntha planet. Now I am going to a little bit inside the Vaikuntha planet description. These are the outside description, a little bit inside description I am going to discuss on this. Around this Vaikuntha Loka is divided into 4 quarters, ruled by the 4 Prabhava Bilash, also known as Chaturbhuha. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is mentioned in Madhya Lila very nicely. That is, so Lord has 2 types of Lilas, Bilash. One is Prabhava Bilash, other is the what is called okay. So there is a Prabhava Bilash, also known as the Chaturbhuha. What are the Chaturbhuha? Vishnu's 4 expansions form. Actually, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Sankarshan's quarter. There are 4 quarters. The Sankarshan quarter, Pradyumna's quarter, Aniruddha's quarter, and Vasudev's quarter. So Sankarshana's quarter is known as Vishnu Loka. It is technically, Sankarshan quarter is full of Gyan and Balam, means that knowledge and strength. Only this part that is specified to lie 26 million jojanas above the Shatyaloka. So this is also divided into 6 regions. That is for the 6 Bhogava Bilash. Yes, mentioned that Prabhava Bilash. Now it is this expansion, it is called Bhogava Bilash of the Sankarsana. 1 for the direction, 3 Bhuhantarash, for 3 months of the year and 2 Bobeva Bilash Murti. So how many? 1 for the direction and 3 Bhuvantaras, so 4. Then the 2 Bobeva Bilash Murtis, there are 6. So 6 Bobeva Bilash was happened for the Shankarsana, and predominant the Bhuvantaras is the are Govindas. Okay. Now Pradyumna's quarter also is full of Oshajya and Birja, means that lordliness, Oshajya, and Birja, heroism. So that is also divided into 6 regions, like the Shankarsana's quarter. So that is similar, and the predominant deities, the predominant, the Bhuvantaras is the Trivikram. So then the Aniruddha's quarter also divided, it is also divided, and it is the Aniruddha's quarter is full of Birja and Teja. That means that heroism and brilliant heat. So it is also divided into 6 regions, that Bobeva Prakash Lilas, and that Bhuvantaras are Rishikesh. So now finally the Vasudeva quarter is called Devabotipur. Devabotipur is called the Vasudeva quarter. So Devabotipur is full of Gyan and Balam, Oshajya, Birja, Tejas, and Shaktis. So the 3 Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Shankarshan, whatever their qualities in Vasudeva, everything in Vasudeva. What is the Vasudeva? That is called the Vasudeva. There is another name is called the Vasudeva Tattva. Vasudeva Tattva means the Vasudeva's son was processes this kind of qualities. So for that reason, it is called the Vasudeva Tattva. So Vasudeva Tattva, it is very, very higher than the Tattva. So in this Bhuvantaras of Vasudeva quarters, that is the Keshava. Keshava is the rule this quarter. So this is the intrinsic description of the Vaikuntha. So first I described, that is what are the outside the looks Vaikuntha, that is what is inside Vaikuntha. Now the question arises, who can go to Vaikuntha? So in Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto, it was mentioned that as soon as one is fully Krishna conscious, it is to be understood that one is in his pure, original constitutional position. This state of existence is called Shuddha Sattva, which means that it is transcendental to the material qualities. What does it mean? Shuddha Sattva means that soul is always pure and uncontaminated. There is no material attachment. Soul is pure, just like Krishna. The identification of the body with the soul is due to the misunderstanding. I am so and so, I am doctor, I am engineer, I am so and so. These are the contamination. That is the mistake of the soul, us actually. So that layer, mind, intelligence, and false subtle body, when it will go away, then the soul is 100% Krishna consciousness. Then they can go go whatever it is they want, Bokuntolok or Golok Bindavan, they can go there. So that is our sadhana. We are doing the sadhana. That is our sadhana. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada has given two examples. One example is copper. When copper rod is, it was electricity passed through the copper rod, then copper lose his uh, uh, um, characteristics. Then the electricity is predominating. That electricity was similarly our soul surround a subtle body should be go away. Then only soul will be. Then another example, Srila Prabhupada, iron rod, everybody knows that. That is, when it is fire, then the it iron characteristics go away and the fire is working as a fire. Iron rod is working as a fire. So in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, also it was mentioned that Mamcha jo avibicharena bhakti yogena shevate. Bhakti yogena shevate. Shagunan samatitanam brahma bhuya kalpate. So that brahma bhuya kalpate, that is the main thing. So in the that is the Shuddha Sattva. Sattam Vishuddham, Vishuddham Vasudeva Shaddamitam. That Vishuddha Tattva should be, we should achieve that Vishuddha Tattva. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita also mentioned that about the Shuddha Sattva, that is Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma Prema Shujjastu Samabhak Ruchi Visika Chitta Manasya Kritaka Asho Bhava Achyute. So this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, when devotional service is situated in the transcendental platform of pure goodness. It is like a ray of the sunlight of love for Krishna. At such a time, devotional service causes the heart to be softened by various tastes, and it is called bhava, emotion. So when we do the devotional service, doing devotional service, continue devotional service, all the anattas will go away, subtle body will go away, then we can get our pure soul. So it was also Chaitanya Charitamrita, it was mentioned that Sarvopadi Binin Muktam Tat Parattena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Shavanam Bhakti Ruchate. So through the like a pure devotee, the just if like a pure devotee, just like an fire. So okay, if we go towards the pure devotee, that pure devotee's fire will take it out our that subtle body. Then we will be pure soul. With that soul, then we can go abroad. That is called the Shuddha Sattva. So today, just the conclusion is that Sarvopadi Vinimuktam Tat Parattena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Shakram Bhakti Vichate. We should serve devotees, lot devotees, lot will be very happy, and will be very merciful if we serve nicely to the devotees. Through the devotees, we can get our elevation. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was given to us. That is Raganuga Bhakti and so and so things. So I am 3 minutes over. Sorry for late. And so please forgive me if I do anything wrong. Though this class is actually it is 1 hour, at least take a 45 minutes, 1 hour class. So very quickly, I need to finish it. Thank you very much. Very patiently listen. If anybody has any question, please post in Nityam Bhagavata Shavaya. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam to everybody. Hare Krishna.
Madhupati Prabhu is not in a group. I think he's busy with his Maharaj.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Dattatreya Prabhu, for beautiful.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Dandavat on
Thank
your
you.
lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
It was a pleasure to hear description of the Vaikuntha planets inside and outside. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
We can pray to Lord Nrsingadev by chanting Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnu
Jalantam Sharvatam Nishingham Vishnam
Narsingham
Bhadram
Badram. We can pray to the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas.
Vancha
Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ki Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Grace Dattatreya Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai.
I am your servant, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Ki Jai. Thank you, everybody. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dattatreya Prabhu.
Hare
Very
Krishna.
nicely you described. Very nicely you described about the Vaikuntha planet. So detailed. Thank you. Dandavat.
Dandavat.